Welcome, everybody, to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles podcast. This is our very first episode of this podcast, and soon we're going to be having a very special guest coming up. But before the podcast begins, let's introduce ourselves and talk about what this podcast is about. In case you don't know, I'm Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, boy. Now you know our names. Let's talk about what the podcast is going to be about. As you know, Jordan Mortensen is going to do a Super Smash Bros. Show in this summer. And we are going to talk about the characters who are going to be in the show in the podcast. They're gonna come and we are going to talk about them and what their history is like and what they're gonna do in the show. So, before our special guest comes up, we like to give you a big round of applause for making us reach over 630 subscribers. Our goal for this year is to reach over 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys can share this video with your friends and our entire channel, we would be honored. But without further ado, let's welcome our special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, give a special round of applause to the king hero of Fire Emblem, Marth.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm honored to have you here today.
And we're honored to have you here, Marth. So Marth, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I come from the game Fire Emblem as the main protagonist with my partner Roy. We scour the land in search to help our castle. I lead my team to victory. My partners are Roy, Robin, and Crom. Some of my best friends, too.
Oh, very fascinating. We also hear that your video game has its own show, too. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. My video game does have its own show based on, I believe, Three Houses Awakening with with that Byleth person.
We also hear word that, according to Wikipedia, your game is widely hated by people around the world.
Yes, that is true, Donatello. Fire Emblem is not the best game out there. People widely hated us when we entered Smash Brothers, including Byleth. But eventually we got used to it, and Jordan Mortensen does use me as a main in Super Smash Brothers, so that's a plus for me. At least he cares.
We would also like to know, who is gonna voice you in the Super Smash Bros. Show, because Jordan announced that his family was gonna voice in the show, not just him.
Well, Raphael, I'm gonna be voiced by Jordan. My partner Roy is also gonna be voiced by Jordan. Sorry to spoil it for him, but he is. Sorry if Roy wanted to say that. You guys might forget because this episode is more focused on me. But still. So yeah, I'm gonna be voiced by Jordan Mortensen. Because I am one of his favorites, and he does sound a lot like me, so why not?
I have a personal question. Where'd you get that awesome sword? Actually, that's a good question, Michelangelo. Where did you get that sword, Roy? Sorry, I mean Marth.
Okay, sorry. I just thought it was funny that Donatello called me Roy instead of Marth. But you're fine with it. My sword? Oh yes. It's a custom sword, actually. We don't come with official swords, even though they should make them. So, Jordan hired his grandmother to make this. his grandmother also made other things, so yeah, you'll probably be seeing more of this stuff on the show.
Well, I think we're about ready to end our first podcast, but before we leave, we want to know, Marth, what is your role gonna be in Super Smash Bros. Destiny? Like, what are you gonna do?
That is a good question. What am I going to do? Well, Jordan Martinson had this great idea that he combined Smash Bros. Brawl story and Ultimate story combined into one. So, he says I'm going to have a partnership with Meta Knight like I did in the Subspace story mode. So that's going to be fun. And in case you're wondering, yes, I'm going to be in the first episode.
Well, thank you for sharing, Marth. It's been an honor having you on the podcast, and we're really looking forward to seeing what you do in the story mode of Super Smash Bros. Destiny.
It's an honor, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you for having me on the show. Goodbye now, everybody.
Bye, Marth. See ya. Bye. See ya, man. Well, guys, in case you want to know, we're gonna be doing podcasts like these, hopefully every week. So stay tuned, because we're gonna be posting as often as we started back then. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.